National Hunter maiden hurdle. Third feature race here at Market Rasen today. They've got just over 2 circuits of the track ahead of them and points away. Pennywell, the early leader, shows up by a couple of lengths. Sharp as a knife in second. Tanopino back in third. Advantage. From on the inside, Buttercup, the back marker of the quartet, heading out to Perfection, the red cap with so point away. Fourth spot, Midnight Tour. Then over to the inside is Roxy Primo, the orange hoops on the sleeves, and the predominantly purple jacket for Love from Above successes leads the recent Weatherby score. Right-handed they come, going in 2x2 formation in the early part of the race with Pennywell and the Gavin Shear, winner on that debut effort, leading Buttercup over the first, and Aidan Colt all over it safely enough. Makeup partnered by Mortone Brian here for the first time. Pennywell winning point to point, looking for a hat-trick of wins, just a win under the leaders. Two racing third on the inside, Buttercup the outside, her 10th race on a race having come from a very long way back here in the UK today. It was back in third place at Superfaction, Will Kennedy over one-fits-all under Richard Johnson. This afternoon was the Midnight Tour inside in the red and yellow colour just following. And then on they come now Primo and Love from Above, the two Dan Skelton runners. At the back end of the Sharp as a Knife in second place, and Sheepskin knows all over that hurdle safely enough. On track a few lengths quickly by one, which will be the last next time. Pennywell a little wider out on the track is Tanopino as the Buttercup are now about to make a right-handed turn at the end of the hurdle there by Pennywell at the furthest point away from the stand pastors for the first time. Point away continues to bring the field along. Buttercup racing in second, point away, 2 lengths away then to Superfaction is as a knife, a further half length away in fourth. Brian Hughes on the 76 winner at the back end of the field still current season. Primo holding the inside, keeping close tabs. Love from Above, point away as they spring and Skelton runners going side by side themselves. Skelton's had a pretty good start to the afternoon. It's all at the first race winner here, over towards the inside of Richard Johnson, who's currently on up at Sedgwick. 187. Right-handed they go, out towards the far side of the track, only around about 5 or 6 lengths covering first to last. Tanopino under hardly any to separate the leading pair now right here today. With the Carberry Cousins currently first and last Stride. And point away over that ahead. And crossing the first one going down to that. Point away by a couple of lengths over Sharp as a Knife. Back in third place to the right is just Midnight Tour to the outside of Superfaction. Over to the inside. And Love from Above over that flight safely enough. Trixie Primo at the back end of the field still from Sharp as a Knife. Play for as comes inside the last mile. A length or so off the next away. Who brings the one down safely once again. Buttercup now past the halfway point of this Pennywell just EBF getting a national runs momentarily there from Gavin Shear do it all over as they come to jump. So point away, third fight from home. In the lead here, Buttercup a little off the rails there momentarily. Well, on the outside is back then to find Midnight Tour, keeping a tight hold of Red Star on the white. Sharp as a Knife in second place. Backing behind that one over to the inside at Superfaction, then Roxy Primo to the inside, one-fits-all. They're really beginning to turn it on now as they race right-handed out of the back straight. 4 or 5 lengths off the lifting here. Buttercup over to the inside in the black and light blue. The far side of the trial shadowed and harried by the next Pennywell made it safely once again. But right in behind is leading 2.5 away chances, and Midnight Tour who races to the outside of Superfaction, and the winner now looking as though it might well come from this leading quartet all back in Trixie Primo a further 8 lengths behind in fifth. And now it's all changed over front, and Buttercup has come off the bridle quite severely, and Pennywell is still finding but has a challenge on either side. Superfaction over to the inside and Midnight Tour to the out first all in all. Buttercup's leading. Now they come towards 2 out. Superfaction landed just ahead there from Pennywell, who's very determined and is boxing on well. At this point back in third, Midnight Tour who's now being called upon for more, hasn't found a great deal at the final flight. Not a great jump in front from Superfaction. Pennywell trying hard to come back for more. 3 or 4 lengths away in third is Midnight Tour. A long run in for home here. Driven right out in front is Superfaction. Pennywell in second place. Doesn't know when she's beaten. We're back in third, Midnight Tour, but they're racing into the closing stages, and Superfaction is out in front and is going to cause a big surprise here. And the trainer Donald McCain under Will Kennedy. It's Superfaction who breaks struggling for the last. Back in second place, Pennywell through for third, Midnight Tour, the hill and right-handed back towards home. Disappointingly little off the bridle. Racing a little bit awkwardly off the right-handed bend, and that's allowed Sharp as a Knife.
Wow, now Donald McCain once said that Chanteuse will run through a wall for
ago. He's coming really well over towards the inside. Point the way, however, finding for pressure. There's a narrow call over Sharp as a Knife as they now draw towards the second last flight of hurdles. They've quickened right away. Point the way to the near side of Sharp as a Knife. Near side is Point the way. Now Sharp as a Knife is produced over to the inside. A very long gap back to the other two. One Fits All just about in third at the final flight. Back for more down the stand side is Point the way. Now Sharp as a Knife has really got to pull out all the stops over on the far side, and Point the way at the moment is still showing up ahead and is fighting on tenaciously. Sharp as a Knife with about a half length to find. Point the way continues to not help Megan Carberry. Megan's trying to keep him in a straight line, but he's now got the measure over Sharp as a Knife in any case, and Point the way will secure a hat-trick of wins and beat Sharp as a Knife by a little over a length. A long gap to Tanner Pino, who's eventually got third, and through for fourth and last, One Fits All.
He did finish in the first four, pointing the way from Sharp as a Knife. Two nice sorts here, and he's done well. He's given £4 to older rivals here as Point the way, and showed tenacity. Come over towards the stand side. We'll review that head on maybe as well there, Chris. But Point the way by Brian Baru, a strong stayer. He'll get further again still. Sharp as a Knife has lost nothing in defeat, just wasn't really quick through the air at the last, but anyway, he'll be more of a chaser in time anyway at the Flemingsworth Gelding. But here we can see Megan Carberry driving out this horse. Remember, she's claiming the £5. She's up against Brian Hughes, and all the time her horse is finding sufficient despite coming over towards the middle.
Well, that's exactly what he does, isn't it? Point the way is a horse who is going to stay well, and Megan Carberry has pulled off a really good ride here in making it a good test on a horse whose premium attribute, I think, is the ability to keep on galloping, and that's exactly what he's kept doing. I think that Sharp as a Knife moved up more smoothly than he didn't look like a challenger at the second last, as though he might just be able to have a little bit too much pace and class for his rival. But Point the way kept on responding. He does drift left a little bit late on, but he's essentially just kept on galloping, and he's just a little bit too strong for Sharp as a Knife, who has that little bit less experience as well, but remains a really promising prospect.
This has been a great day at school for the second, because he's received a few cracks to the backside there, and he will have learned an awful lot about racing, because he wouldn't have learned as much, would he, at Wetherby when he cruised through and beat lesser